A lot of y'all have the choice to crash out or not. A lot of y'all have the choice to crash out or not. It ain't like y'all were forced in a position to where y'all had to crash out to survive. Because there's no surviving in crashing out. You don't survive by crashing out. I grew up with kids, who weren't in the best environment, didn't have the best environment. Kids with single parents, uh, kids who would move and then move away. Sometimes they move back. But they never crashed out. They never crashed out. One of them went and joined the army. Well, not army, the Air Force. The other two went to college. They didn't crash out. They decided to keep going. Because there's nothing good that comes from crashing out. And they understood that. They understood what it meant to keep going. They understood what it meant to crash out. And they didn't do it. They decided they wanted to go the better route. Now, obviously, it's going to be harder going the better route in life instead of crashing out. But you know what? It is worth it than crashing out and spending the rest of your time in jail, in prison, wherever you go to, or even spending the rest of eternity in the grave. It's a lot better than doing so. And I just feel like not enough of the youth understands what it means to crash out. Not enough of the youth understands what it means to keep going, to keep pushing. They don't understand because they haven't been shown that there's a better way. They're vulnerable in these vulnerable with the free. They get put in these vulnerable situations, because they have either single parent homes or they're always moving all the time, and then on top of that, the music that they listen to encourages them to crash out. They're crashing out at school. They're fighting people over words. They're fighting their teachers, fighting other kids in school, just doing all this other bull crap that is pointless. There's no use in crashing out. There's no point in crashing out. We all used to think at one point, oh no, we gotta beat him up if he says something disrespectful. No, if he says something disrespectful, you can check him on it. But that don't mean you go swinging first. Unless they swing first, then you can whoop them. Then you can whoop them. You can check somebody. But unless they swing first, don't crash out. They're words, They are words. And it's not like they're literally pulling up to your place, kicking the door down, and, doing God knows what. But don't crash out over words, man. Our youth don't understand what it means to crash out. If they did, they wouldn't be crashing out nearly as much. So it's like, it sucks to see it, man. That 10-year-old kid crashed out because he couldn't get a VR headset. This other dude crashed out because his mom didn't know how to push him to be a man. What? It just makes you wonder, man. It makes you wonder. Will we ever see any sign of intelligent life anymore? Or is it all gone? Is it all gone? Are we ever going to get back to that point in life or not? Low key, I feel like no. It's possible. But low key, right now, with all the chaos that's going on and everybody that's just falling in with the industry, the music, everybody who's being a follower just crashing out. If it keeps up like this, I don't know if we ever will get back to a point to where we had common sense. But if you guys help spread the message and not crashing out, then there's a chance that we could. There's a chance that we could. It's up to us to spread the message of positivity and show these kids that there's a better way to go about life instead of crashing out. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the topic right there, man. We got to do better for our kids. We got to do better for our youth. We got to do better, man. We don't do enough. We got to do more.